Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome back. I am Donna of Donna Creations and More. If you're new here, welcome. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and joining me on this wonderful journey. I'm totally enjoying it. I'm not going to sit here and keep talking and chatting. We're just going to jump right on into this tutorial. So, hope you enjoy it, and please give me a thumbs up, comment, let me know what you think. Let's get on with it. Today's challenge is Thrift Flip Road Trip. The host is Unicorn Dust Designs and the Crafting Cousins. And the guest co-host is DIY Crafaholic. Check out all these women's channels. They are fabulous. I totally recommend them all. And please consider subscribing. Now, let's get on with my thrift flip. Here I found this adorable little bench on the side of the road I'm going to make over. So this is free thrift flip for me. And the funny thing is, I was on my way to the thrift store. I'm not going to fit it that way. Yeah, so I'm going to try to squeeze this into my tiny little Camaro. And let me tell you, it was a challenge. It was a real pain in the butt. Okay, fit in my car. Just barely. Okay, it's now dark out while I'm recording this. But here it is. This is where I'm going to sit on my porch. In the very end, near the entryway of my door. I love the crackle in it, but it's just not going to match my porch. My furniture, as you see here, it's all white wicker. And I'm going to be making that all over. Just ordered some fabric. And of course you see that needs to be fixed, it's damaged. So that piece of wood needs to be replaced. And we will do that. But it's going to be worth the work. And so I was just thinking here. I have a ledge and all on this window that I can add these wooden boxes that I got free to raise up to put stuff. I have a hook on my window. And I have this beautiful white wicker furniture. I want to put all my farmhouse stuff out here that I have made in my previous videos. So I just ordered today this beautiful hummingbird fabric to redo my cushions. Here's a picture of the fabric. Here's my adorable little plant my mom got me for Mother's Day, and she cleaned it all up. Then I have this that I have to redo, this planter. But here's my entire porch. It's super long. And I'm going to do it in farmhouse style. We have a farmhouse video coming up. So I can make some more farmhouse stuff for my porch. So here's the next day. Nice and daylight. I'm going to remove all these screws. One, they're old. They're rusted. They are stripped. And I'm going to replace them all with some brand new screws. Now basically, once I get this screw out that's stripped and gave me a hard time, I'm going to start taking it apart so we can replace the seat part of it that's damaged. I just happen to have a spare piece of wood from a desk I took apart from the 1900s that my neighbor gave me that was falling apart, and I saved all the pieces, and it's the perfect width for this bench. So this part I'm just going to take off. It's just stuck on by some nails. And then we have to get the seat off because, you know, it's all damaged. So I'm taking my mallet and hitting it and leaning over the edge of my porch to get it out. And then my husband comes along here and pulls it because there's nails in the back. So he helped me with this project. So I told him thank you very much. Here I have an old piece of my desk that I took apart, and I need to take this piece of wood off to use this as a seat. To replace that piece of wood we just pulled out. Now, I took the old piece of wood and just measured it on there. And I forgot to press record when we cut it, but we cut it. And now my husband is screwing it in to the side. This is some really tough wood that they made back in the 1900s. I actually had to go in and get a drill bit. Anyhow, here is the bottom part. As you see, they had it sitting, I guess, in the ground, and it's all dry rotted. Disgusting, so we're going to cut that off. So, we measured. Now my husband's cutting it after we used the T-square to make a straight line. I had him cut it because this is his saw, and I really couldn't, it was dark, and I really couldn't see where the blade was, so I just let him do it and help me out. So we're just cutting off the very bad parts on the legs. And here's what it looks like so far. Now I'm going to sand the whole thing down to get it prepared for painting. If you're one of my subscribers, thank you for watching, and I appreciate you guys so much. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to get my channel to 1K. I need like 120 more people, and then I'll be doing a live giveaway, an Amazon gift card. I do a lot of different DIYs, so please check out my channel. I'm sure you'll find something you like between the home decor, the thrift lifts, the glam, the farmhouse, decor on a cheap budget, craft room makeover, fake bakes, you name it. I love doing it, and I'm going to be doing candles, and I just started resin. I have a video on resin, and I also will be bringing jewelry to my channel this year. So my channel is with a lot of different crafts, and I join a lot of different collaborations. So please subscribe and join my wonderful YouTube family. I couldn't do this without you guys. And it's free to subscribe. And also, please check out the playlist in my description box and watch all the videos of the wonderful ladies to see what thrift flips they came up with. So grab a drink, sit back, relax, chill, and enjoy the videos. And if you hear anybody snoring in the background, it is my dog. I've done tapped her and tapped her on her head so many times to wake her up. She wakes up and then back to sleep snoring. She's got a small snout and won't stop snoring. I know she's tired, but I'm trying to record and I didn't cut out some of her snoring. So here I have these Dollar Tree fences. I cut the ends off, the little clips where you attach them. And I put some E6000 on. I'm going to take these little clips and clip them together. I ended up taking one section of each end to glue them together. Here on the point, I had to duct tape it so it'll stay together. So now back to the bench. I'm going to take this wood filler that I have, and I'm going to fill in this rotten part that's missing on this part of the bench. And then after I fill it in, then I'm going to let it sit and dry, and then I will sand it. And then we will get to painting it. Okay, now we're at the bench again. I'm going to take some sandpaper and sand where I put the wood filler. Then I have some paint to the side here. That's some exterior satin paint, guaranteed for 15 years. Don't know, but it's outdoor paint that I found from my old homeowners. Now my wood filler job doesn't look that great, but at least the hole is filled in and it looks somewhat presentable. Also, I'd like to ask you guys, I need 300 more watch hours if you can. Play and watch my videos so I can get these watch hours out of the way along with the subscribers. I really would appreciate it so much. Thank you to those that do help, so then I can get monetized for YouTube, which I can't wait till that day happens. So anyone that helps me, and I do have playlists that you can play, please watch them or play them. I appreciate it. Thank you again very much to all of those that help me out. God bless and thank you, and sending crafty hugs. So I'm going to up the speed on this painting job. Have you guys noticed during this whole video the beautiful purple irises in the background? They have multiplied this year and they are so gorgeous. I think I'm going to have to pick one and dry it so I can use it for a resin project. So I'm going to finish painting this, let it dry, and then give it a second coat and then come back. Here I have some poster boards that I bought for my backdrop for final reveals. The paint is still tacky, so I figured I will apply it now. And I'm taking some B7000 that I have that I never really use, and it says it's waterproof, outdoor. So I'm just adding that all along the edges and around the bench. Now I already cut my strip down, or I should say I cut a strip off the roll, so I don't waste a lot of it. And I'm going to line it up. And I left enough on each side. That way, you know, it covers both edges. Because you know how when you lay things down, it's never square and correct. I thought this was perfect for this bench. It's like a vinyl plastic. And I bought this big roll off of Amazon. It just popped in my head when I went in my basement to get something like, oh wow, I can use this on my bench. Because I was looking for something I can use on to cover it. So I'm taking a razor blade, a really bad razor blade, and I have to go get another one. And I'm going to trim the edges on both sides. So, I'm going to skip on to that part. Here I got a little bit of paint on it, so I'm just rubbing that off because it hit the bench. I'm just smoothing it down with a wet paper towel. And it's wobbly because it's still on the wood pieces. And I'm just taking a razor blade and cutting along the edge of the wood. And I'm trying to fix where the other razor blade messed up. And this got a little cut too, right in the front there. But it turned out good. I think this vinyl was perfect for this. And I'm just, again, wiping it down, pressing it in real good. Making sure I spread what glue that's on there and press the vinyl into the tacky paint. And again, I still haven't put my second coat of paint on yet. Still tacky. Might be because it's nighttime. I'm not too sure. I might have to go get my heat gun. So here I'm taking some of my rocks that I have set aside. I've been collecting to do garden DIYs. I already did one that was a ladybug. but I want to do some more to be able to put in the garden and in flower pots. Just putting these rocks in my plant on to give it some weight while it dries to keep the paper down and flat. And then we'll come back and finish up. Okay, now we're back to the bench again. I'm taking my heat gun to dry it some. And you see, becoming daylight. I've been working on this thing all night long. But I think it turned out absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's a little wet out from the dew. So I'm just giving it a quick dry all over. And here's my little fencing that I put together. It's now dry. I'm going to take a little bit of E6000 and put on the very top and a little bit on the bottom on each of one side only. And then I'm going to take my hot glue gun and add a little bit of glue to the top and to each of the bottom, but the opposite side. You cannot mix these two together. Now my hot glue dried pretty quick, as you see. So I have to re-add it, but that's okay. I'm going to totally reinforce the whole thing with hot glue. Now I like this idea a lot better. I was going to use, believe it or not, like some poultry wire, and I could not find it. But I'm totally loving how this turned out, considering I made farmhouse lanterns with the same fencing on a previous collaboration, and that collaboration was just our imagination. So I'm just going around re-securing it in the back. Cleaning up all the hot glue. And now we'll move it into place. And then here is the final reveal. So here's what it will be outside my front door. To the right, as I said. And here's what it looks like. Now, the lighting's really bad. It's a gloomy, rainy day. But I think it turned out absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving it. Tell me what you guys think. I think it looked really cute with a couple... I don't know now if I'm going to add any, what I'm going to do with it. I was going to use it for plants and all. I was sitting there saying that little spot to the right I would like to fill in because the board did not go in the groove all the way. So we'll fill that in and paint that.